Got 15 minutes? Perfect. Let's strengthen your core and support your hormone health with this quick, effective workout for busy women just like you. This is day number 3, core strength and hormone support. Let's get going. As with the rest of the series, we're going to use the first couple of exercises as our warm-up before we go straight into the session. So we're going to start with a standing bicycle crunch, fingertips up onto temples. We're going to keep that chest nice and open, and we're going to work cross-body, elbow to knee if you can make them reach. If you can't make them reach, that's totally fine. It doesn't matter. They don't need to reach, but we're just working in that cross-body movement, just working through a bit of spinal rotation, crunch through into the core, and keeping all those postural muscles switched on and ready to go. So working for this bicycle crunch to start with, you've got balance here, you've got coordination, okay, keep that brain switched on. Brilliant work, keep it going, well done. So our first couple of exercises of this exercise plan today are our warm-up, but we're gonna loop around and we're gonna add them in again on the second time around. Take a little rest, well done. Second exercise is a cross-body punch. This is one of my most favorite exercises. It's so good to get the heart and lungs working. We're gonna punch across the body here, bringing the heel up as we come up onto the toe, back into center and pushing again. Loads of energy, loads of power as we work through this exercise together. Okay, really start to lean into it, punch into it. If you need to visualize something, just to really help get that power into the punch, then you do you. Feel free, this is a really safe space to unleash some of that kind of annoyance that you may have in the back of the mind there. Use it here, push it out, punch, punch, punch. Good work, excellent job, keep it going. We're gonna use a weight on our next exercise. 2, 1, take a little rest. So for our next exercise, we're doing a standing wood chop. So I'm going to be using a weight here, just 1 dumbbell. I'm going to bring it down by my hip. I'm using a 3 kilo for this one here, but use a weight that feels challenging for you. I'm going to put that down by my hip, and I'm going to bring it up onto over my other shoulder. So right hip, left shoulder here. I'm going to use my toe as a pivot to be able to get a little bit more activation through the core as well. Really important here that you are not swinging wildly. You're keeping that weight super controlled. It's coming over the shoulder and back to the hip exactly when you want it to. So you are not in any time letting that weight control you, okay? If you are and you're finding that's really hard, then perhaps that weight might be a little heavy for you. So just be really mindful of your weight choice. Brilliant work, take a rest. We're gonna switch sides. Good work. And on any unilateral exercise, so exercises that are one side then the other, you're likely to find that you have one side that's stronger than the other. That's really normal. That's a normal kind of dominant versus non-dominant situation. Let's go again. Okay, so everybody has a dominant and non-dominant side. You think about being right-handed or left-handed when you're writing, but the same goes for your legs, okay, your core, which side is more dominant than the other side, okay? So don't worry if it feels a little different on this second side. Chances are you started with your dominant side on the first go, okay, because that's what we naturally do. Totally normal, very much okay. Just keep that control. Well done. And if you can be aware of that non-dominant side, it just really helps you as you build strength. Take a rest. Fantastic work. We're going to work into a standing crunch next. Another one of my favorites here. We're going to be bringing a weight up overhead. So use a weight that feels comfortable to bring up overhead, that you feel confident to have over your head here. And we're going to bring it down as we bring one knee up and then switch sides. So we're crunching with that weight up overhead. Good. And we are doing this circuit twice. So if you're using a weight and you think, actually, this is a bit easy, you can swap it out and make it a little heavier on the second time around. That's the best thing about doing a little circuit style, is that you can really push yourself on the second time around. Okay, sometimes in the no repeats, before you've realized that maybe something's a little hard, it's been and gone. Okay, so it's good to have different styles of programming in these workouts so you can experiment, see what fits you, see what you enjoy, take a little rest. Well done. Finally, we're going to do some side bends before we go back around to that standing bicycle. Before we do, we're going to work on side bend on one side, then the other. So fingertips up onto temples on one side. I'm holding the weight in my right hand here, and I'm going to travel down the side of my leg and come up. So what I'm doing here is I'm lengthening the side and then drawing that side back up. So lengthening here through the side and then drawing that side up. The weight is just in the hand. I'm not using my hand or my arm to pick that weight up at all. Okay, feet are facing forwards. My feet are quite wide here, which gives me a nice stable base. And I'm working straight down the side of my leg. So I'm not going in front, I'm not twisting, I'm not come down here and down here. If your range of movement here is quite limited, that's totally fine. It's absolutely normal and okay. Take a little rest, well done, to not have a huge amount of range through that side unless you've been doing this exercise quite a lot, okay? So this is something to work into flexibility wise, really working on stretching through all the way down through your obliques, through your lats as well. Let's go on to the other side. And again, you will probably find that one side feels a little easier than the other. Totally fine. Just want to show you from the side here. As I'm coming down through the side, not coming forwards, not reaching back, okay? Straight down the side of the leg. Fantastic. Keep it going. The reason we have the fingertips onto the temples here, again, just like with that standing bicycle crunch, is we just like to keep the chest nice and open. Otherwise, what happens is you end up slumping forwards. So keep the fingertips up onto the temples. Take a little rest there, well done. And that just really helps you to keep those postural muscles in check, which is all part of working into the core. Okay, we're gonna go back round again. We're gonna start again with that standing bicycle crunch. First time we used it as a warm up. This time we're just gonna change it up a little bit. We're gonna keep those fingertips onto temples. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, switch sides, 1, 2, 3. This is good because it keeps your brain working. Okay, we don't wanna get stale. We don't wanna just go through the movements. We're adding a little bit of extra balance in here as well, okay? If you find this a little too much, okay, in terms of your balance, in terms of your coordination, maybe you're doing this at the crack of dawn and you think, I cannot cope with this right now. That's okay. You do you, go back to the first version. This is just a tiny variation, just a tiny way in which we can make it a little more challenging on the second time around. Good job. Take a rest. Fantastic work. Cross-body punch up next. And again, if you want to make this more challenging, let's add a weight. If you don't, keep it weight-free, exactly as we did right at the beginning, okay? But if you want to make it a little more challenging on the second time around, grab those weights, little bend in the knee, and let's go. Punch, punch, punch. Good. Now, if you are adding those weights in, you will not be able to go as fast. You will not be able to give as much power. So if you really like a good punch, and I know a lot of you do, then you may just want to speed it up with the punches rather than adding in the weights, okay? Do what you enjoy, okay? Just do what you enjoy. Add the weights in where you can. But if you're adding weights in everywhere and you just really like a good punch, then just do it without the weights and give it a good punch, okay? 2, 1, brilliant work. Take that rest. Standing wood chop up next. So we've done this before, you know what you're doing. If you want to make this more tricky, you can come down into a staggered position here. So this staggered position gives you an unstable base. Okay, let's go. And the core loves an unstable base. When I say it loves it, that's how you can get the best out of strengthening your core. So adding a little instability really gets that core working nice and hard. Okay, so working on an unstable surface. And I'm guessing most of you don't have, wobble boards and BOSUs and gym balls and all the rest of it. So this is a really great way of adding in a bit of an unstable surface, just using your body. But if you prefer to stay standing, you do you. 100% your workout, your choice, always. Well done, take a rest. We're gonna switch sides. Okay, so that means switching legs as well. So keep that weight down by that hip for the starting position, up over the shoulder, opposite side, okay, for the top. And breathe it through, making sure you're breathing all the time. Are we ready? Let's go. Yes, brilliant work. Good. Fantastic. So we're on day number 3, session number 3 of this first week, 4-week plan, 3 days a week. Okay, so hopefully really accessible for lots of you to do 3 sessions in 1 week. You can feel that sense of achievement, feel that sense of accomplishment, get through a 4-week plan, okay, feel amazing by the end. 3, 2, 1, take a little rest. Back up to your feet if you were kneeling. If you were standing already, stay where you are. And we're gonna work for that standing crunch again. No changes needed for this one unless you want to use a heavier weight. But if you want to stay with the same weight as before, just bring that up overhead. Heavy weight again, up overhead. Let's crunch in. Bring the knee up nice and high as you're working through your standing crunch. So such a great exercise, this one. I really enjoy doing this. Bring that knee up, weight comes up overhead, building that confidence with every knee drive, working through. Good job, keep it going. We've got our side bends next up, and then we have a 60-second finisher just to round out the session, just to round out day number 3 or 3rd session of this first week. Good job, take a little rest. Into those side bends then, last little exercise, 1 on each side. Again, fingertips up to the temples if you want to make this trickier. You can make that weight heavier, but again, just down to the side. So fingertips up to temples, nice deep breath in, and let's go. Down to one side and up, down and up. Well done. So just working through that range of movement that you have. Again, really working on lengthening through that side and then shortening. Okay, not trying to pick the weight up with your hand, just lengthening and shortening. Good job. You're doing such great work here. Keep going. Well done. I really want to hear from you. I really want you to let me know how you are doing with this session, with this series, with the structure of this series. Take a little rest. Do you prefer having 3 sessions in a week to follow? Is that going to help you to get to the end of that 4 weeks? Or do you prefer to have a session every single day? Let me know how you're doing. I really love to hear from you. Fingertips up to temples. Let's get ready to go. And let's do this final side then. Bring that weight down and drive it up. Lengthen, shorten. Good. Well done. Brilliant work. 60-second finisher coming up. And of course, the finishers are always optional, okay? But they are such a good way to finish a session on a high, to really get that last final burn and burst of energy out, set you up for your day, and take a rest or finish your day off. We are gonna finish with a mountain climber. There are variations on your screen for this exercise. You've got a mat option, you've got a wall option. I'm gonna work on my raised surface here. We are gonna work for 60 seconds and we're gonna drive those knees in as far as we can, and we're just gonna keep working for 60 seconds here. So if it's easier for you to break it down into 6 lots of 10 seconds, then you do your thing, or 3 lots of 20 seconds. Okay, so however it feels good for you, that you can reconcile this in your mind and in your body, but just keep going. If you need to take a little break, a little rest, then do that mindfully. Make sure that you're doing it because you've planned it, not because your brain just goes, no, 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 stop, and panics, okay? Because you are in control. You are the master of your own destiny, and you can do this. And you've got about 15 seconds left. So let's keep going. Good job, drive those knees in, keep it going. Keep supporting that body weight in whichever position you are working. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What an amazing job. Good, good job. Well done. We are going to finish off here with a standing side stretch. But first, I want you to just take a nice deep breath in. Blow it out of the mouth. Exhale any negativity. Okay, anything about that last exercise, just get rid of it all now. It's all gone. It's over. We're going to step out to the side and we're going to reach over, feeling that lovely stretch through the side there. Well done. Hold for as long as you'd like, ideally somewhere between 10 and 30 seconds if you can. Breathing all the time, back into center, and reach and step over to the other side. Again, breathing freely if you can, making sure that when we're holding a position, holding a stretch, holding any kind of position with or without weights, that we are breathing all the time. Okay, especially now because we're trying to return that heart rate to normal. Good job. From here, we're gonna just do a standing little cat-cow. So we're gonna round over the back here. So coming up and doing a little round out. Rounding through. And then we're gonna just come and we're gonna arch that back just a little bit here. Okay, so you're rounding, drawing up, just tipping the pelvis here and arching. Good job. You can do your cat-cow down onto the mat if you prefer and take your rest. Really brilliant work. You can stretch for as long as you like at the end of this session. Thank you so much for joining me today. You finished week number 1. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments how you got on. I'd really, really love to hear from you. I will see you for week number 2. Again, we're gonna have 3 great short sessions for you that you can just fit into your day whenever you want. 15 minutes is all you need to get these sessions in. Please do not forget to like the video. Please subscribe. It really helps more people find the channel if you comment, if you like, if you subscribe as well. It really just helps push the channel out there to more people. You don't have to do anything else apart from those 2 things would be amazing. And even if you don't want to say anything on a comment, just leave me an emoji. That would be amazing. I would really, truly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And if you'd like to support the channel more directly, please consider becoming a member. If you click the little join button that you'll see under the video, then that will give you more information about that. And I would love to see you in the channel members area. Thank you so much, and I will see you for week number 2. Take care. Bye.